Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to talk about movies. I really appreciate that. In today's episode, we got a lot to talk about. We have to talk about Ezra Miller. We're talking about Doctor Strange 2 and Moon Knight coming up right after this. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to episode 2. We have a lot to discuss, but before we can get into it, can you guys please just do me a favor? Do all the YouTube stuff. Can you subscribe? Comment down below, like the video, turn on post notifications. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Anyway, if you guys do all that, it would help out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate your support. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the topic. So let's talk about Ezra Miller. We won't spend too much time on it. All you need to know is that Ezra Miller was arrested once again in Hawaii, this time for throwing a chair at a woman's head. Without trying to dive deeper into the drama, I just hope that Ezra Miller gets the help that they need. Obviously, when you look at movie stars, you see the movies and the money basically first, and then you never look at the mental health aspect, and Ezra Miller's health aspect is struggling, to say the least. Now, as for concerning the Flash movie, what does Warner Brothers Discovery do with the franchise? Because now we have to think about this is now a new company. It's not just Warner Bros. Warner Brothers were the company when Ezra Miller got arrested the first time and the other disputes that he had. Discovery CEO David Zaslav has just taken over for Warner Brothers Discovery now. So it's going to be interesting to see what decisions they make as a new company. I personally think now would be a really good time to separate from Ezra, because keep in mind, this is the 4th incident now. And like I said, Warner Brothers Discovery is a new company, and they definitely don't have time to deal with the negative energy. In regards to the Flash movie, I think you have to release it. It's been shot. It's done. I mean, there's ways that you can re-edit this to kind of change the story so that you never have to deal with Ezra Miller again if that's the route they want to go. But as of right now, there's definitely no way that they even consider replacing Ezra Miller right now in the Flash movie that they already made. I personally think that David Zaslav and the people at Discovery are going to kind of make a new universe, a new DC universe, and just forget everything. I know that we have some stuff coming up like Black Adam, Aquaman, and, but the CEO was talking a lot about how they want to separate those movies like the Batman and the Joker, and have that be okay for people to understand that these are different universes. So I think honestly, Discovery will maybe just finish this movie, do whatever they need to do with it, and then just start a new universe after. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, what they should do about the Flash movie, what they should do about the Fantastic Beasts franchise, because that is Warner Bros. Discovery now. Moving into the second main topic, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in 2 weeks. So I thought now would be a good time to give my predictions for the movie. Starting with the obvious, is it going to be a good film? Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic film. I have full trust in Sam Raimi, and I've been excited for this ever since. I think that Sam Raimi hiring really got my attention, though, because Spider-Man 2 is my favorite superhero movie of all time. And just from the trailers, it looks completely different than anything, and it's only 2 hours long, so you know it's not going to be well, I don't know because I haven't seen it. But 2 hours, Sam Raimi cuts his movies pretty tight so that it paces really well. I have a lot of faith in this movie. So technically speaking, as a film, I'm not worried. As far as my predictions for the MCU go, I think it's a fair assumption that we'll see what the main overarching plot is going to be for the rest of the MCU movies. I think it's going to be interesting to start seeing the groundwork laid out, because we do have hints of where the story is going to go. Obviously, we have Kang from Loki, and he's going to be in Ant-Man Quantumania. So we got all the timeline stuff there. And then delving into the Doctor Strange of it all, we have the multiverse coming up. So I feel like everything else in Phase 4 was kind of just setting up the storylines going into what I think is going to be. Obviously, just speculation. Don't take that, literally. But yeah, I think we're going to be getting the roadmap to Secret Wars. I'm not too sure how. I just feel like it's going to end up there. Who do I think will die in this movie? Wong is obviously my first choice, and I don't want it to be, but it's the obvious choice. And it's not even from the trailers. I just thought that Wong would die because, look, Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, and right now he's not. So I feel like the MCU needs to correct that. They don't really need to, but, still. I think that Scarlet Witch will kill Wong, and then that retroactively makes Doctor Strange the Sorcerer Supreme. Other than that, guys, I don't even want to try to predict the rest, because I feel like I feel like it's not even going to be worth it because I'll probably be wrong and the movie will have a ton of surprises anyway. So, plus everyone is saying the same stuff and the same theories on YouTube talking about the Illuminati and Iron Man and, you know, all that stuff. So, if you guys want to go listen to that, go listen to them because honestly, I just can't wait for this movie already. But yeah, leave your predictions down below. And the final main topic is going to be, of course, Moon Knight episode 4. This was the craziest episode, obviously. Episode 4 for Marvel stuff is probably where the sweet spot is. That's where you find everything out. But yeah, so I watched that last night. I watched it really, really late at night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I just got back from the gym, so I thought maybe I would just watch it. I almost fell asleep until that part. And then we're going to talk about that in a little bit. My overall thoughts on the episode: this was definitely the best episode. Oscar Isaac is so good at acting. And then I love the way that they even interpret how he's switching between Stephen Grant and Mark Spector. I love that a lot. This episode has really good horror elements in it, especially with the, like, I don't know what it is. I'm just going to assume it's a guy killing the other dude. And then like taking his heart out, taking his gut. You see all that, and he's like harvesting his organs. You see all that, which is really, really, it's probably the most brutal stuff that we've seen in Marvel because there's a lot of blood. You definitely, you know, Marvel's walking the line here, obviously, but I'm so for it. The Egyptian mythology in this episode is really fascinating, especially when Mark gets into the tomb. Ethan Hawke, he gives his best performance of the season, in my opinion. Layla versus the Mummy, it's really, really good. It gives a lot of hope for horror in the MCU. So yeah, I love that a lot. The music, once this episode starts, hit me so hard. I felt like I was actually watching one of the movies in a movie theater. Let's talk about that. The plot twist was so well done. There was something about the show, for me at least, I don't know. There was something about the show that just felt very uneasy, and like it felt like we weren't watching the right thing, you know? It felt like Marvel was showing us 3 episodes of like filler almost. And now we finally got to the main part of the show. The plot twist is so well done. I was so confused at the beginning, and then I start looking around. They have a bunch of Easter eggs with everything that Mark has seen. So they have the Rubik's Cube that he was playing with in the first couple episodes. They have actors from the other episodes that you see. They're all in this mental institution, and wow, that brought me right back to Joker. It was insane. You find out that Stephen Grant is not actually someone who works at the museum. It's based off of a character that Mark Spector sees on the TV in the mental institution. You see that Arthur Harrow is just like the lead psychologist for this mental institution. It's so crazy. Yeah, when they were trying to find Amit, I had no idea where they were trying to go with this. But then that plot twist happens. And I was like, oh. And it flips everything over. So now I feel like we finally got the origin for Moon Knight. So we have Mark Spector's origin. He made up Stephen Grant. He probably made up the other personality that we didn't know about. And he made that stuff up with everything that he saw around him. And I thought that was amazing. I cannot wait for these next 2 episodes. I'm going to watch this episode again tonight with my family. So really enjoyed this episode. It's definitely my favorite episode of the whole series. I feel like the cinematography in this episode felt a lot like a movie, like a lot. And you can't really say that with the rest of the series. At least that's in my opinion. It just felt more like a movie to me. But let me know what you guys thought. Have you guys seen it? If you guys didn't, I'm sorry for spoiling everything. I'll put a spoiler warning in the top. Thank you guys for joining in to talk about movies. I really appreciate that. So yeah, guys, that's all the time I got for you. I got to get ready for work. I will see you guys in the next episode. I didn't do a Sonic review. I was just too late to it. Whatever. Maybe I'll do another one. I'm going to watch The Northman tomorrow, so that's going to be cool. And then, yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one.